What's up guys, I'm Chris Doughty, aka Doughtinator. In this video I'm going to share with you some tips for the GT Sport Livery Editor. These are advanced tips, not many people talk about them, but these will really save you some time and make your liveries look fantastic. The livery I'll be displaying will be the Race Asylum public livery. This is free for anyone to use. Check it out on my profile on Gran Turismo Sport. Let's get straight into that. The first tip is to align a lot of your designs with the projection method used to align with camera. Don't adjust the camera and then choose your decal. This will ensure that your decal is being projected 100% from the side on view or front on view, or whichever one you choose. But it will make sure that the decal is applied 100% square onto the car, no matter how you position it along the bodywork. So if you've got a long straight line, without choosing this option, the decal will try to align perpendicular to the body panel it's aligned with, and sometimes that will create a curved line when you don't want a curved line. In this example I've just got a teared graphic down the side that I'd like, but there's also another feature that I want to show to you where you can, because we are projecting exactly from square on the side view, what you can do is you can change the depth and angle that this is projecting. So I'm just trying to align this now, getting it to roughly where it needs to be. Then we're going to be using the set projection area option. As you can see, decal is only applied to one side of the car. This is only one layer. As you increase the angle limit and the depth limit, this is basically projecting the decal all the way through the car and will actually show on the other side. So this is one layer, it's on both sides of the car. As you can see, we're going to move it up and switch back to the other side. It's the exact same decal. So you've duplicated both of your work on the left hand side of the car straight to the right hand side of the car, and we're going to show you a little bit more of detail about that now. Once again, aligning with camera. Without changing the camera, we're going to choose the decal that we want, and in this instance you'll see it's just a large square, and you can see the line is perfectly straight with the car. Now what I want to do is I want this to cover the whole of the top side of the car. Right now it's stopping a little bit short. Now I could copy this to the other side of the car, but that's using layers, and if you've got a very complicated design, you're going to run out of layers. We're going to use the set projection area options again, and you'll see in much more detail how the depth limit just controls how deep the decal that you're applying projects into the car. Now you'll see also that the on the furthest side of the projection, it's just not really filling very well, and this is because of the angle limit. So if you want to go to the other side of the car and go like around the back of the angles, the angle limit is what you want. You want to get that to a maximum angle for maximum coverage, and then you see that one layer has projected all the way across the car, and we can just adjust the color of that, and then we very quickly get full coverage with only one layer going right across the car. Now we're using the align with camera tool again. We're going to choose the left hand side, choose the projection method, choose align with camera. Now this particular instance, we want to align it with a certain point of the car. This is choosing the direction that the decal is projected onto the car from. So we wanted to raise up the camera angle, and we wanted to project almost at 45 degrees downwards. We've got the Red Bull logo there we want to put on the car, and we actually want to copy this to the other side, which we've done. We've chosen to copy it to this side, but the problem is the decal is handed, so it's not worked at all. The decal we've actually chosen is also locked as well. We can't manipulate this scaler, we can't flip it horizontally. So luckily for us, there is a left and right handed version of this decal available, and I'm just going to show you now how you can do that. So we've copied the decal, we've flipped it left to right. What you can then do is choose the triangle button on the decal, go down to the very bottom, and you've got an option for replace decal. So you choose that option, and then you go and find the opposite handed version of your decal. For instance here, we're going to choose this, and then it's just replaced it with the left and right handed version. So there we go. Now we're going to use an example where we want to reduce the projection angles and the depths where we want to remove bleeding in some of the decals. So we're going to use a decal here just to get as an example. We're going to choose the subscribe decal. Let's choose a subscribe decal. If you are enjoying this video, consider subscribing, drop a like, drop a comment below if you'd like to see more videos like this, if you're finding these tips useful. In this example here, you'll see that my subscribe decal is actually projecting into the wing itself and covering over the butt kicker logo. This isn't what I want, so what we can do, we can go to the set projection area tools, and we can do this in two ways. We can either reduce the projection angles, as you can see, once we lower the angles it no longer projects onto the flat surface, or we can choose the projection or the depth limit. There's no right or wrong way to do this. I personally like to do it on angle, and then that fixes that problem where you have a decal that's bleeding through to the other side of a design that you don't want. Same can be done on the other side. You can choose to copy it over. When you do copy your decals, the projection areas are also copied over as well, so that's all good. And here we see another example where we'd like to remove some of the bleeding. So we've got a Fanatec logo on the bonnet there, hood, depending which country you come from. And as you can see there on the screen, it's actually bleeding through to the side just underneath where it would be. So we're going to choose a decal, and then we're going to get an angle where we can see what we're actually doing. And we're going to go across to the set projection area tool once more. And then you can do it in a couple of ways. Again, you can remove the depth angle. Don't go too far, else you see on the very top, it does remove it from the surface you do want it to be projected on. And then you can play with either the depth limit or the angle limit to get the decal to be present in the bit you want it to be on, but not bleed through to a surface where you don't want it to be. This is ideal, as it just basically controls the decal, and you won't need to use another decal to patch over an area where you don't want it to be. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully some of the tips in this video you found useful. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also check out a link in the description box below for the Race Asylum Discord. It's where we can discuss all sorts of topics from GT Sport racing, lobby racing, and also we've got some livery editor sections there, so you can share your work, and we'd always be happy to see you in there.